So this is what it starts with. Initial game settings. I guess we go with it. I don't know what they mean by sci-fi then. Yeah, they say this setting is appropriate for those new to Jagged Alliance, those new to strategy games in general, those wishing shorter battles in the game. Your choice will affect things throughout the entire course of the game, so choose wisely. Are you sure you want to play novice mode? Yeah, go with novice.
Approaching waypoint Charlie. Left column, please advise. Left column, please advise. Make it column. Fire station Tango, coordinates. Fire station Tango, fire when ready.
Oh, thanks. Prague in Czech Republic. Hey, it's raining here too, just like in Cloud Punch. Are you playing games where it just rains these days?
I was happy to hear you have decided to take the assignment. No doubt your inquiries have shown that I, Enrico Chivaldori, speak the truth. In the past 10 years, since killing my father and framing me, my wife has inflicted great suffering upon my people. Those that may be of value to her are imprisoned, beaten, and tortured. The old, the sick, even infants with birth defects are removed swiftly from the population. Now it is time to remove her. I have brought the money you requested. It is everything I have. However, Arulco is full of gold and silver.
Whip it.
And you might be able to convince the miners to help us in the struggle. There also exists a small but determined rebel movement. They are led by a man named Miguel Cordona. If you can locate Miguel, I have written a letter for you to give him. I believe he will accept you and prove to be an invaluable ally. I wish you luck, my friend.
Welcome to your laptop. Press H to get help at any time. In this screen, there are a number of programs to help organize your vacation in Arulco. They're all helpful, but if you're just starting out, you want to check out your email first, then use the web to visit AIM's site to hire some mercs. You may also want to check out the IMP site as well. IMP sites will cost $3,000, so don't spend all your money on AIM. Want to save your game, you will have to shut down your laptop first. You can open it again at any time. When you're ready to travel to Rolco, shut down your laptop. Want the greatest forms of modern communication. Use this tool to stay in touch with Enrico and various other contacts and businesses. You'll receive email which may be helpful to your cause. Use this to hire your team from AMI's website, Association of International Mercenaries, as well as obtain other resources and services. Use a list of bookmarks to access the sites without having to remember website addresses. When you learn new sites, it will appear in your bookmarks. Use this to browse and view any files you receive, whether through email or otherwise. The history program is an electronic notebook that will keep track of various events and quests. Records shown in red indicate outstanding quests. This will review current or departed team members' statistics. Numbers in parentheses besides skill and attributes represent gains that Merc has made while you're in your employ. Yeah, that's money. Stats of all the Mercs. A mercenary with 10 health could be killed by a stubbed toe. Okay. Good to measure how well a mercenary reacts physically to a new situation, whether it's a shotgun blast or a pesky mosquito. It affects the speed, coordination, and control a Merc displays while recognizing and reacting to an event, as well as a Merc's traveling speed. Okay, so that's the AP points pretty much then. Dex, Merc's ability to perform delicate and precise movements correctly for certain skills like medical talents. High dexterity is very important. Having read all the books doesn't do much good if your hands shake during surgery. Strength, to open things, wisdom to learn things again, leadership, skills, medical, explosive, mechanical, marksmanship, experience level. Okay. You got mail. Click Pro Ink, huh? Know your character. Find out who you really are at. The imp, as I will call it. We know the mercenary trade, we know the pressure you're under, and we know what it takes. Advice you won't find at any candy ass PC site. Candy ass. Our profiles are designed to elicit honest answers, accurate results, and information you need to know. What you need us. Blah blah blah. Okay, so this is making our own character, huh? XCP 624. We got 45 grand. So we accept the assignment from Enrico Civaldori. Don't know where to find us, we don't want your business. Rolkofax, small third world country, varied terrain, major city, capital city of Meduna. Okay. There are 2 airports, one in Meduna and one in Drasen. Medical facilities, one in Meduna and one in Cab. Dictatorship, huh? Queen Deidrana Reitman. Okay. Oh, the Queen's got elite forces. Oh boy. Relatively small air force. Minimal heavy and light armament. Rich in natural ores. Okay. Lot of information. It was XEP X24. Go with that then. Personality. We have one. Unlike other quizzes that try to get you excited about ink stains on paper, or thorough assessment designed to listen. We know it's a hazy concept. Try to be honest. When you were a kid, you most wanted to be. You say Clint Eastwood. You're waiting in line at a circus, watching a punk teenager attempt to throw darts at balloons in order to win a prize. He misses the first 3 shots and pays for more. Apparently, after a luxurious prize, a gold nose ring for his girlfriend. After watching him for 20 minutes, you grow frustrated. You have quite a bit of skill in this game. So you. Interesting choices here. So 1, decide to offer him a bit of on-the-spot coaching and show him how to throw a dart properly. 2, skillfully toss darts over his shoulders that no one notices and he wins the prize. 3, grab him by his chain-wearing neck and stick his concrete, hard, pointy purple hair spikes through the gigantic balloon he cannot seem to otherwise hit. Kanye asked the game's other attendant if he could possibly spare a moment from his 12-pack so that you, too, could play. Oh, we go with number 2 then. That's a lot of questions, 16 questions. You just watch someone put 1 million into a lock at the bus station. Amazed that he just walks away, albeit with the key, you find yourself in a moral dilemma. Thankfully, it does not last long. You wait for the coast to clear, pick the lock and take the money. Clear the coast yourself, who cares? You got $1 million. Blow open the lock with your gun, walk coolly out of the building, grab the first blonde you happen to pass by. Follow him under the cover of darkness, you ambush him and grab the key along with any other goodies he might be carrying, like keys to other lockers. Go with number 3. Sounds good. Suppose you owned a pickup truck and lived in Tennessee. What is the most likely item to be displayed in the rear window? A rack of semi-automatic hunting rifles for those really aggressive deer. A peace sign, the rebel flag. A silhouette of a naked woman to complement those on your mud flaps. Comical character with 2 big old guns and the words "back off" in blood red letters. Go with number 1. Showing our weapons. Exactly. A certain annoying, pathetic, furry, purple dinosaur should be held up as a loving role model for children's morals and values, hung from a tree and shot. Hung from a tree, shot, gutted, and ran over by a Buick. Number 4. You're alone and asleep in your bed at night when you hear a sound downstairs. You're certain someone is breaking into your house. In the lingering seconds between awakening and your impending heart attack, you reach for the phone and call 911. What will you most likely do next? Scream at the top of your lungs until your vocal cords feel like gravel. Grab a knife and head downstairs after the intruder. Stay on the phone and hide under the bed. Realizing that you're trapped, you bolt out to the nearest exit, even if that means jumping out of the second-story window. Grab a gun, begin blowing holes through the floor of your bedroom and yell, "Yeah, come on up and get some of this, tough guy." And number 5 sounds like a smart choice. Oh. In the middle of a normal day in a large American city, you notice an army surplus store being looted. Thinking with a decided lack of morals that this must be your lucky day, you rush inside. There are, however, only 4 things left in the store. You grab one and rush out. Which one do you grab? Brand new computer minus, of course, the necessary manuals. A complete set of survival knives with a special slicer and dicer attachment kit. Night vision goggles bundled with an illustrated guide. Daytime, the unnecessary hassle. Bob, the night clerk, who is wrapped in duct tape but otherwise okay. Well, we gotta take the new computer, of course. You're applying for a job as a butcher in an effort to give yourselves the edge over other applicants. You demonstrate that you can skillfully wield 2 blades at the same time. Take a few liberties with your background, such as the high profile and fictional position you held as a foreman in the Bob storehouse. Show up well dressed and confident you are the perfect candidate. Begin practicing prime cuts on neighborhood pets. That last one is pretty cruel, I must say. Go. You can wield 2 blades at the same time. That's an important part. I finished it yesterday. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing this. Finished Cloudpunk yesterday. Your wife is 3 hours late coming home and hasn't called. You didn't really notice. Tell Candy there's no rush to leave. Assume she's with someone else, no doubt strapping 18-year-old young buck. Pace back and forth in the living room until you wear a path in the carpet. Didn't really notice. Tell Candy there's no rush to leave. Okay, Cloris says that one. You live next door to a college frat house. Well, I haven't gotten very far in the game yet. We've been what? 20 minutes in. We watched the intro and making our personality check, making our own character at the moment. You live next door to a college frat house. Following weekend after weekend of loud and crazy parties, you decide that yes, you really are too old for this. Really begin to doubt that your wife is having a Rubbermaid party for the boys. Bribe your plumber to hook their septic tank directly into the CO2 system after installing several strategically placed Guinness signs. Do nothing, fearing that calling the police will only lead them to do God knows what to your property. Number 3, definitely. I haven't done much on the interface yet, so not much I can say about it. Driving to work in your new sports car, you pull up behind a young man in a minivan going approximately negative 5 miles per hour. You're unable to pass him, and your frustration begin to fantasize that you press R for rocket launcher. That you could hold a class where you would teach people proper autobahn driving techniques. That a ramming device springs out from the front of your car and babs its car faster. That every curse you're uttering could be broadcast loudly and in stereo inside his vehicle. The psychic ray of death spins them off the road where they will be slapped a Mario Andretti who says, "Give me your license." Rocket launcher, definitely. Typically, you do not endorse violence. However, you would easily pay $1,000 to see the following fight: Jackie Chan versus Jean-Claude Van Damme, Crocodile Dundee versus Tarzan, Barbie versus Godzilla. What the heck? NRA versus Congress, Mike Tyson versus the Incredible Hulk, Bill Gates versus Robocop, your mate versus the defensive line of the Washington Redskins. No, really, I do endorse violence. Number 8. During the summer, you generally think, yeah, that's more than you can say for yourself in the other seasons. As your children will any day now drive you completely insane in your clothes already. But this fashion trend toward less is more is a very good thing. It's too damn hot. Well, as it is right now, it's too damn hot. Been in the last few days. There's very little you would not do willingly, except sit in a window seat in a small airplane as you circle in a holding pattern for 2 hours, even if the captain assures you that the plane has plenty of fuel and the weather is good. Ever admit that once, just once, you were turned on by a comic book character? Spend a week walking through the desert, even if you knew that the woman of your dreams would be on the other side. Software development. Number 3 doesn't say what you have to begin with, though. Sure, we can take number 2, because that seems like a pretty weird answer. If you were a Major League Baseball player, you would be best known for your accurate pitching, switch hitting, enormous bat, outlandish request for a bigger salary. I mean, who can really scrape by on $1 million a year these days? Go with accurate pitching. You're on a commercial jet liner which crashes in a remote mountain range. Half the passengers survive the impact. Unfortunately, you're one of them. Being the leader that you are, you gather the survivors and announce that you will lead a team down the mountainside to seek help. Concerned with starvation, you clear yourself chef and send a team to see if the heavyset woman you spotted earlier in first class survived. Gather the survivors around the wreckage and light what remains of the fuel tanks. As the fire grows in intensity, you yell repeatedly, "Why prolong it?" And down the bar cart, finding it intact, you organize one last drunken blowout before everyone freezes to death. I'll go with number 1. So number 2 was kind of funny though. Okay, sure, very honestly. Okay, attributes. Okay, this one I think I had something. I had one that recommended build here. Let's see. That one we're gonna have max. What? Oh yeah. These are the important ones, and wisdom. Makes you learn very fast. And agility is the AP points. Strength, we don't really need that much right now. So we have that. You can set things to 0. But it also means you can never upgrade it. What do you mean give a try? Suck the settings? This is our mercenary that we are creating. It definitely is important. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, but email I already have. It's the web that we need to do now. We need to fix our merc and hire mercenaries. That's what we need to do right now. I don't have any old grandpa pictures. There we go with that one.
Time for the enemy to say its prayers.
We have some inconveniences to dispose of.
Time to take out the trash. Time for the enemy to say its prayers.
We have some inconveniences to dispose of.
Time to take out the trash. Time for the enemy to say it. Time to take out the trash.
Here's your read is your profile being compiled and by a team mercenary. Yes, we do. There was none, unfortunately. That's our first mercenary. And we have aim. Bobby Ray's guns and things. I just want to see. Okay, not working yet, huh? History. No, thank you. Sure. So here we got what the different mercs then. So there's some Fox. Fox doesn't look as hot as the previous Fox did. So let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of them. But then you can also meet people in the maps and stuff like that too. And during missions, you can meet more people that can actually join you. Should I pick the girls for? I'm only gonna pick the ones that are good. Let's see. They recommend a certain amount. Let's see. Here's a locksmith kit, huh? least one that's recommended. Glory. What do you mean, what is dexterity? Oh, what it does? It's for mechanics, throw grenades, and stab people. Is what it said. MD is a medical. It's also recommended. I'm not gonna get anybody down here because they are too expensive. Gus is the most expensive player of them all. But he's not even worth it. I think Danny is probably the most expensive one recommended. Give him an assignment, unfortunately. But you can also like get some of these high ranked and just have them for like one day and take all the items. But I'm gonna do what this one is recommending. That's MD, Berry. Buns is another one. Really good marksmanship. let's go with that. This is our medic then, I guess. Barry is our explosive. Bun seems to be the one who's gonna do damage for us. It's not that you have to just pick the one that's best, it's like stats that are important, more of it than anything else. Then you just pick characters. Stats are important, especially wisdom in this game, it seems. It's what I read up on. Wisdom makes them learn a lot quicker with everything. The quicker they learn, the better they are. Let's go. Let's see. We're gonna have Barry. That's for sure. Decent marksmanship and very good explosive. Very high wisdom. And decent stats.
Hello, Barry Younger. What can be done for you? How long you want me to work?
Question is how
I apologize. I sometimes have trouble with the language. You call me for purpose? How long you want me to work?
That's a lot though.
I apologize. I sometimes have trouble with the language. You call me for purpose? This is uncomfortable silence.
I know. Should we go with 1 week then?
We have reached simultaneous agreement. Count me as part of your team.
It's buried and take bonds, high marksmanship and wisdom, a little shitty strength, but doesn't matter. Good agility. Oh, good I shouldn't say, but decent.
This is Monica Sondergaard. Who am I speaking with? And what are your specific needs in regards to duration? You've got yourself a deal. You won't regret it.
Okay. I won't regret it. Well, we will see about that. And Danny is another one. Damn, nice. 999. Nice shitty marksmanship though.
Yeah? What length of time did you have in mind for me?
That one is a bit expensive.
I'll be happy to accept the contract. Thank you.
D.
Michael, how long a contract is this going to be? You got it. I'll be there with bells on.
Okay. This one is also recommended to have, but it's on assignment, so I can't do anything. Well, if I don't buy them equipment, well, on these guys I need to, otherwise I don't have any. But later on, you won't need to if you find gear. Otherwise, they will go in empty-handed, go in fisting. I mean, we also have our good crusher guy here too, you know. Steven would be another decent one to take, I see. Well, let's try with this and see how it goes. This much again on the screen until you have arrived in Rolco. When you finalize your team, click on the time compression button in the lower right. This will advance time until your team arrives in Rolco. Then open your laptop back up. Click on the laptop button. It might be good to save your game at this point. You can do so by clicking the options button. Round 1. There's not much we need to do, so let's just... Whoop. This is where most of the action takes place. In this screen, you will deal with tactical combat, interact with residents of Rolco, and explore and discover Rolco in detail. Select the mark, add a left click on his portrait, left click on his figure in the terrain area, or use F1 to F6 keys. Install key in combination with the left clicking on a merc's portrait to select the merc without changing the screen position. You can also select more than one merc for movement purpose by holding down the left mouse button and dragging a rectangle around the side mercs. Right click on merc's portrait to switch between the squad panel and individual merc's inventory panel. Mercs can stand, crouch, or lie prone. To change stance, move the cursor over the selected merc. You should see yellow arrows. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the mouse up or down to see additional arrows above or below the merc's figure, then release. There are also keyboard equivalents and buttons on a merc's inventory panel to control this. Mercs can also search an object. To do this, use the hand cursor. Holding down Control is an easy way to get the hand cursor. Move the cursor over an item. If it turns red, then your mark hasn't noticed anything in that location, it may be worth investigating. We have movement. Okay, that was how to select several of them. Shift key is also important. Use this key to show the path a merc will take to get to a destination. Also to force the cursor to stay in movement mode around enemies, doorways, etc. Call upon use of menu by holding down the right mouse button. During turn-based mode, your cursor will reflect your movement mode and relative action point cost. You can change your movement mode either by keyboard commands, holding down the right mouse button. You will only see enemies that your mercs can see. Enemies that are visible to you select a merc appear in color, while enemies whose position is simply known, seen by the merc, is set to appear in gray. Also, enemies on the ground glow red, while enemies on rooftops glow yellow. When enemies are visible, a small red number will appear in the upper left corner on the portraits of mercs so you can see the enemy. The number corresponds to the number of enemies currently seen by that merc. Left click on the number to locate cycle through all enemies visible to that merc. When you get close enough to see inside buildings, sections of the roof will disappear so they can see the contents of the building. That's nice. Attacking as long as man has a weapon, he's black, and you hear a warning sound, and your mark has a very poor chance of hitting the target from the current position. The target cursor is flashing black, and the target is out of your mark's effective weapon range. Sometimes you may need to manually make the use cursor appear by clicking to throw a grenade onto the ground or shoot a gun at an object. When throwing items like grenades, pay attention to the red cursor. They will try to give you an idea where the object will actually end up. Sometimes the cursor will just happen to be positioned over multiple enemies or targets. If this is the case, use the N key to have the next person or object targeted. Also keep in mind that if enemies are on a rooftop glowing yellow and your mark is on the ground or vice versa, you will have to use the tab key to have the cursor switch to the opposite height. Your mercs will notify you when they spot new items. Move your hand and hold on control. So if they have firearm or ammo, any mercs who has compatible equipment will indicate a red highlight around their portrait. Left click on the item to have your mark move to the location and pick it up. If there's more than one item, you will be presented with a list to choose from. Items inside containers or otherwise hidden won't be visible until your mark interacts with the object housed in the item. Items picked up will automatically be placed in your mark's inventory. To view your mark's inventory, right click on its portrait or hit the A key. New items immediately placed will glow. Okay, if you move cursor over certain items like guns, compatible items such as ammo will have white highlights so you can quickly locate it. To move items from mark to map, pick up the item, then I use the left-right arrow keys to scroll through the desired recipient. Right-click on the merc's portrait to go back to the team panel, then right-click on the portrait of the desired recipient. Okay. Prone, crouch, and stand, huh? Run mode. Okay. Well, this one is something I'm gonna have to come back to a few times, I think, until we learn the different ways. Okay.
Talk about flying in low. I had to look up to see the squirrels. I'm sure glad to have my feet planted firmly on the ground. Now, which way to the rebel hideout?
Okay.
We know the enemy is here. They could be planning anything. We have been joined.
Yes? I'm on it.
Yes. Understood.
Yes? Okay.
Ready.
Okay. Yes?
Understand.
Yes?
Ready.
Jesus H!
Yes. Ready. Ready.
Jesus H!
Big time!
Yes.
What is that? Got it! Yes?
Understand.
Yes?
Yes. All right, then.
Ready. Ready. Yes.
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 Done!
Yes? Sure.
Yes.
Yes?
Okay. Ready. Roger. Ready. Forces are in hiding, but are still close. Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Done!
Yes?
Yes?
Ready.
Yes? Okay.
Yes. Ah, we have been joined. Yes. Understood. Yes.
Yes? I'm on it.
Yes?
Yes. Disappointing.
Yes?
Yes.
Ready.
Yes?
Understand.
Yes? Yes?
Yes? Done.
Yes? Okay.
Yes? Yes. Done.
Yes?
Yes. Okay.
Ready.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Disappointing.
I guess shooting against the head was not a good idea there, huh?
Yes?
One of it is coming for that one. One of them gonna do it. Jim then.
Ready.
Yes.
Do it myself.
Ready. Roger. Roger.
Fine running that way.
Ready.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes. Disappointing. Go to sleep, creep. Is that valuable?
Go to sleep, creep. Yeah, it also depends on when you play them and so on. And window back there. Take a chance. There's a tab you had there.
Ready.
I wonder if we can get over there.
Roger.
Right.
Yes? Sure.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, it's like the first one, I assume. When you defeated them all, you can roam around looking for everything afterwards.
Yes?
Or do you need to loot things while you're in the game? That would know.
Ready. Roger.
Yes?
See you there.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Should be safe.
All right then.
How much is that also 2 action points? No. That's 4 action points then?
Remember, there's at least one hiding somewhere
Yes.
nearby. Yes?
so you have a big map too, so... Gigantic map. Scan for enemies. Yeah, we are taking a little bit of a chancing here, but...
We have been joined. Understood.
Yes. I'm on it.
Shouldn't be able to reach us from over there, so hopefully. You never know with games.
Yes.
Question is this from how can we get there?
Understand.
Ready. Ready.
Yes.
Yes. Jesus K. Christ! Done. Yes. Okay.
Ready.
Points though to...
Yes.
Ready.
Probably should have gone up here and waited for him to pop out. Yeah, the covering system seems to be a little bit better in this one at least. So far, but we will see. You know, in the previous game, hiding behind a corner in a building made them shoot right through it in the first one, you know, so
Yes.
who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, it seems very much better than the first one. So,
Yes.
but this is the first time playing this one and on the first map, so I'm not gonna judge it yet. We will see when we get further into it. No way. Oh damn!
Ready.
He just took off like a running gazelle.
Ready.
Okay, we
Roger.
He's gonna take cover there.
Yes.
She is. Can't. Okay.
Go to sleep, creep. Somebody left something behind.
What do you know? They're all dead.
Okay.
Understood. Got it.
Yes? Sure.
No, I assume it won't be since it's like, you know, learning.
Got it.
Was it?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm playing on the easy level difficulty too, you know, learning the game and all that jazz. The first Jagged Alliance
Okay.
was rough as it was anyway.
Okay. Okay.
The little room here? What do you mean?
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Have to be prepared. I'm playing on the vanilla, so I'm not having any mods or anything installed.
Okay.
There's no other loot in this one? So it's not like the first one where you run around afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I know there was a message on the laptop. That was on the World 1. New mail. Good luck. Remember to check out Miguel and deliver my letter to him. I'm sure you will find him invaluable. Rico. Okay. That seems just very different.
Sure.
So pretty much it's just to run around. I just want to run around and see how things look like here.
Okay. Sure. Could be important. Let's see that. Okay.
but then I should have looted these things, right? See, I mean...
Got it.
So, I don't understand what you guys meant by looting on the world map.
Nothing. Sure.
Is that saw somebody there?
Sure. Sure.
Oh, that you know about. Oh, okay, but it still means you have to run around though, looking for stuff. Until they pop up.
Sure.
Oh, that's nice. You can actually jump over fences.
Okay.
Well, these look all open, so I guess there won't be anything in them.
Okay. Let's see that. Sure. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Which is, I assume, is this one. Yeah.
Why are you here? Who are you? What is this? A letter from Enrico Cevaldori. He has not forgotten us. We had given up hope of ever hearing from Enrico again. Who would believe that someone living in the comforts of exile would care about this dismal country? Very well then. Follow me. Do not make any quick moves. Miguel's men will be nervous. You do not wish to intimidate them. The Drana has brutally bombed and attacked us for over 2 straight months.
But damn it, I don't want to do that yet.
Could be important. Okay.
I want to look around first.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think we were gonna go somewhere. So I had to look around first. Oh, it's already open, so there won't be anything here. There won't be anything here either. But we might find something on the ground or something. So.
Understand. Understand.
That is one broken TV.
Okay. Understand. Understand. Understand.
Understand,
Okay.
understand.
Look there. Got it.
May not be reusable, refillable, or recyclable, but it's extremely practical. Once it's 5 shots of reviving water are used up, it contains fit for the garbage pits.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good regarding that part. First one.
Understand. Okay.
It's clear there, but I think I saw something I missed.
Okay. Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Ready. Roger. Okay. Roger.
Yes.
Something.
Then.
Throwing rocks as distraction, always nice to have. It looks like something there, but just a
Understood.
graphical bug.
Understood. Understood.
Yes. Done.
It's like looted here, it seems like.
Why are you here?
No, the bot doesn't know me. Throne!
Who are you? What is this?
Of course I'm gonna save scan.
A letter from Enrico Civaldori. He has not forgotten us. We had given up hope of ever hearing from Enrico again. Who would believe that someone living in the comforts of exile would care about this dismal country? Very well then. Follow me. Do not make any quick moves. Miguel's men will be nervous. You do not wish to intimidate them. The Drana has brutally bombed and attacked us for over 2 straight months.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes?
Ready.
go to what if check that then we nearly loaded. Second. Why only Barry? Hello? One merc is missing. Yes, one merc just walked over.
All right, then.
Oh, come on. Oh. Ah.
This better be good.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, but one of our North patrols has been attacked.
Elliot, you idiot! We crushed those rebels in Omerta! How can it be?
From what we have learned, Your Majesty, the rebels seem to have some sort of foreign aid, commando types. We speculate they arrived on the helicopter that was spotted earlier.
Commando types? What sort of commando types? From where?
They may be hired mercenaries, Your Highness. There weren't many.
What? How would the rebels get the means to recruit
He
mercenaries?
is whipped.
Well, no matter. Send me their bodies for examination.
The rebel party seems to have used the element of surprise to their advantage, my queen. They defeated us.
Send my troops to the location at once.
Yes, Your Highness.
End of the road. I'm just standing here waiting.
Ah, okay, so it wasn't the same button. Okay.
Understand.
Yes.
So they all have to stand much closer. Oh well.
Understand.
That's what Ali's gonna be when he gets married.
Understand. 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 Okay.
And how do you? How the heck do you, or do you, oh, there. So why the heck, how do you put him in one then? How come he ended up in his own little squad now then? Ah, that's it. That's how you do it.
Understand. Okay.
Hello, Sasha.
Understand.
Why have you brought them here? Have you lost your mind, woman? You bring death to all of us.
They have been sent by Enrico Civaldori. They're here to help us, Dimitri. They must speak with Miguel. I would never bring them here without proof of this.
In respect of your husband, I take your word. We will go down. But if you make mistake, Fatima, you will die with them.
That was a lovely chap.
Do not move, and no one will die.
Fatima say they are here to help us. She say she have proof, Carlos.
Enrico has enlisted mercenaries to aid us in the struggle. I have a letter addressed to Miguel. It is signed by Enrico himself and contains details of the night we helped him flee Auruco. Details only he would know.
Enrico? Salvatore? Most suspicious. I question his reasons.
I do not. Let me see this letter.
Here.
Yep, first time playing, Sasha.
True. Enrico has sent men to help us. On behalf of my rebel force and the people of Arulco, I welcome you. We are very much in need of your aid. Diana wishes to remove Omerta from the map of this country.
She is evil, a driven bitch.
That will do, Ira. I am sure our friends have heard of her nature. If not, they will know soon enough.
No need to fret, Miguel. You may have absolute confidence in me and my abilities to help you and your rebels.
I have lost over 30 men in the last month. My force is down to the people you see here. But I do have a few trusted people living in the Arulco countryside. The people of Arulco would overthrow Diana with pleasure, but they live in fear of her, and rightfully so. She be heartless and brutal. She has robbed our country of its money and its soul. Getting their confidence be our biggest problem. The people must feel we are capable of defeating her. Yet, without their support, we cannot. We are missing soldiers and equipment. You could not have come at a better time.
We are short of food too, Miguel. We need safe passage to Drazen, or more people will die.
Yes. Carlos be my close advisor. He is right. He usually be right. Making a safe route to Drazen to get supplies be a priority. If you can remove Diana's forces from your path, there is a priest in Drazen named Father Walker. He be a drunk of poor judgment. However, he will be sympathetic to our situation. Find him and tell him no more than you need to. I will send others to fetch the supplies he will gather. I wish you luck and express my gratitude.
Oh, he can be recruited even?
It'd be a shame you did not see Arulco in its glory.
Yes? Me? I am guard. It is what I do best.
Okay.
What can I do for you? Our people are suffering in hunger. You must do something. It cannot continue without the loss of more life.
I wish I could be of more help, but it is not possible.
No, I didn't try and recruit. I don't have much money at the moment either, so...
I'm Ira. I came to Arulco 5 years ago as part of an effort to supply humanitarian aid. I soon realized the only aid they needed was in getting rid of Adriana, by whichever means possible. Miguel's rebel force has been together for almost 2 decades. They are trustworthy and loyal. They will accept you as one of their own as long as you do no harm.
What does she say?
All right. I could be of help with some of the ins and outs of this country and its people. But I must tell you, I'm not a professional like you guys. I'm afraid my marksmanship is a little weak for a soldier. Miguel used me mostly as a medic and a lookout. Anyways, I'm sure we'll make out okay. Let's get going. I'll lead the way.
Oh. Hey, John. Okay.
My ear.
Oh, you don't pay them? Okay.
I'm on it.
Actually, who has
Ready.
paused the button? That's for
Roger.
Yes.
Barry.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
pure vanilla.
Got it.
Ready.
What do they all have?
Yes?
You got my ear.
Ready.
Yes. Got it. Done.
Alt S for quick save, yep.
Yes. Okay. Understand.
Open. Yes, when they already open, there's like nothing in them, but it seems like.
Understand.
So Alt S, quick save.
You got my ear.
Okay.
Ready. Okay.
If there's anything in here. Nah, we learn as we go. It's okay.
Roger.
We've played Jagged Alliance 1 before this, so
Okay.
hopefully that gives us something.
Okay.
Yeah, I read that the knight is the best to fight at. There.
Roger.
Yeah, I read out a little bit about it, what to do and not to do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, many people read about night combat is easier because you can
Roger.
lure them into light and shoot at them and stuff like that. You get a bit of bonus for hitting them, or accuracy, I guess I should say.
Okay. Roger.
There's a house all over
Roger.
here.
Okay. Okay.
Is this somebody's home? Or?
Big time. Got it. Got it. Okay. Roger.
Yeah, I can imagine finding stuff needs to be repaired. Was in the Jagged Alliance 1. Things start jamming already in pretty high percent. It's already 87-83% I had weapons being jammed.
Roger. Over there.
A rock! Yeah!
Okay.
The door, or was it
Roger. Got it. Over there. Roger. Roger. Got it.
$10.
Okay.
We are rich.
Okay. Okay. Over there. Roger. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Now we got 2 rocks. Yeah, that's is true. Okay, so rebels need food from Drassen, huh? So pretty much that's where our next area is gonna be. I assume we are supposed to go this way. And then down. If you understand it. This is show items. Okay, but we're gonna go over here then. I guess we have to go this way and then down. What's the way to do it? Let's do a normal save.
Cool.
Oops.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool. Cool, cool.
And have cool. Rasen. Can we see? No, not options. What is this about? Let's see. Here, train, class. Doctor, can train, can.
Got my ear.
I'll follow the road.
Yes.
Gamble 1 point. Oh, shame on you, Caloria. Point shame you.
Yes?
Let's see now if I... Let's do it here, right?